What's good, fam? This your boy Either We're here, and I want to say congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning the World Series. I believe their 7th World Series, and it took them 32 years. They finally put it off. And also, I want to say congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers for winning number 17. But I just want to take time to give a shout out to the man that made it all possible. And that's Magic Johnson that you see before you. You know, this man has got to be one of the most successful businessmen in sports history. Magic does a lot on and off the court for his community, for the city of LA. He has several businesses, from movie theaters, right? Anything you name it, this man has put his mind to it. He's even gave the Los Angeles Sparks, led by the beautiful Candace Parker, right? He took over. He owned the Sparks and gave them a championship just a couple of years ago. So anything this man touched turns to gold. Anything this man puts his mind to, it happens. This man knows the sports, and he knows his baseball. And I remember when Magic Johnson took over the Dodgers around the 2013 season, just turned them completely around. He said, "We ain't losing no more." Right? Them acquiring Mookie Betts was the best trade acquisition they ever made in their history in a long time. And see, this is the reason why a lot of teams don't win. Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. See, Magic understands it, but the reason why a lot of teams don't win is because a lot of the GMs or owners or president don't make good roster decisions. Like the Red Sox, right? The Red Sox could have kept Mookie Betts, but he wasn't happy with his contract. He wasn't happy with the money. They wanted to go in another direction. That's just what happens. This is the man who brought LeBron James, right? Convinced LeBron to sign with the Lakers and bring Showtime back, which led to this championship in the bubble. And yeah, it was COVID-19 and Kobe died. We all know that. But again, Magic Johnson recruited LeBron James to the Lakers. And to be fair, Jerry West wanted LeBron James on the Clippers. That's who he actually wanted. But Magic was just that guy. This is a man who could make anything happen with his personality. Nicest man you could meet. Again, man, like I said, he was one hell of an athlete. He brought 5 championships to the city of LA at that forum. Okay? So this is a man who's been winning championships for years. He's been on top of the league ever since he was on high school, right? Going into college and then getting drafted in the 80s. Like, this man has been successful a very long time. And this is also a man that survived having the AIDS virus. This man's been living with AIDS for years and still have not passed on. So God has basically blessed Magic. I'm just telling you now, Magic Johnson is extremely blessed. Magic can't say it's not a God. Because when that man was diagnosed in the early 1990s, especially when Showtime ended, he's still going. That man been diagnosed for over 25 years ago. And yeah, he's still alive now. But God blessed this man to turn both of these franchises around. Because before Magic got to Lakers, they struggled. Even after Kobe retired, man, that Laker team was going nowhere. They went from draft pick to draft pick. But Magic wound up getting LeBron James, right? They was able to get Anthony Davis over in a trade. Even though I feel sorry for Ingram and Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball, because Magic put a lot of time in Lonzo especially, but it wasn't meant to be. And for him to, you know what I'm saying, like for Magic to have the Dodgers, right, get Corey Seager, right, get Kershaw, get Turner, right, to get all these acquisitions and it turned into something special. Yeah, through Magic Johnson, the Dodgers have been in 3 World Series. Remember, 3 is the magic number. Third time's a charm. And what's crazy, the Dodgers went on 32, which is Magic Johnson's number, 32. But like I said, man, this is a dream come true. And me being a Dodger fan, I'm happy. I could finally say we won a championship. I finally seen the Dodgers. I finally seen my first World Series watching the Dodgers. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like seeing your team win a championship for the very first time. And I can honestly say I've been around to see all the Lakers championships when Kobe was around. Right? I watched Kobe three-peat ever since I was 9 years old. Way back in 99, 2000. 2006, I was around 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10. 9, 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10 years old when that happened. When they beat the Indiana Pacers in their first championship with Shaq. Then they beat AI, right, my 5th grade year. And then going into the 6th grade, they defeated the New Jersey Nets to win 3 in a row. Now, they wouldn't win 4 in a row, but they couldn't beat the Spurs. And then I watched them lose to the Pistons. And that was the beginning of Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, and Ben Rasheed Wallace. That was the beginning of that Pistons team. And then years later, to see the Lakers go right back and Kobe take the Lakers to 3 more championships. They lost the Celtics, but then got the Celtics back in 2010. Even beating the Dwight Howard Orlando Magics. And it's crazy how Dwight Howard came right over there. He came right back to the Lakers and won another time and won a championship, his very first. But again, man, Magic has been a blessing. He's truly blessed. If Magic Johnson was to retire right now from all business, right? If he was to just retire from baseball and retire from the from being the advisor of the Lakers and just say, I just want to just live out the rest of my life, just relax, he can honestly say that. He's done everything he ever wanted to do in his career. The man won championships as a player, then as an owner and manager, right? As a president, he's won 3 more championships. Because with the Dodgers, that's now a 3rd, right? He won one with the Sparks a couple years ago. The Lakers and this year, and even though he relinquished his position, he still was responsible for helping this team get the players, right? That he brought in LeBron. Magic is just as responsible for this championship as Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss. So for Lakers championship, this one you have to give Magic his credit. The man was around for the rebuild, right? He helped Jeannie take over that team, and again he brought the best player in the NBA, which is LeBron James. LeBron James won his fourth title, his fourth MVP, right? He's won his 4th championship, being a 4-time MVP on this team. And even the Dodgers, man, Magic is responsible for this Dodger team. These guys you see before you, Magic helped this team get together. He even told them to go after Mookie Betts, right? Corey Seager playing as hard as he is because of Magic Johnson's influence. So again, man, I give this man all credit, all respect, right, for being what he is. And I'll be honest, if Magic Johnson wanted to, this man can, if he really wanted to, if he was to, let's say if he was to take, let's say if Jerry West or Steve Ballmer was to invite Magic Johnson to be a part of the Los Angeles Clippers, right? The Clippers will actually win a championship. Same way with the Rams and the Chargers. And Magic decides that he wants to get involved with football, because Magic looked like he pays attention to football too. This man watches all sports. If Magic wanted to, if Magic could put his mind to it, he can basically turn the Rams and the Chargers around. The Chargers and the Chargers and the Clippers will have their first championship. They'll win their first title with Magic Johnson. Same thing with the Rams. If Rams had Magic Johnson as their GM or president, best believe the Los Angeles Rams with Jared Goff still leading them, they would have a ring. They would not lose to Tom Brady at all if this man was to take part in any one of those franchises, especially the Clippers, right? If Jerry West was to ever call Magic in, they have a meeting, because I believe Magic Johnson will actually help the Clippers. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Clipper fan, but Magic cares about LA in general, period. Even though Magic Johnson's heart is with the Lakers, if he wanted to, Magic could help the Clippers. If he wanted, he want to say, I want to help this Clipper team. I feel sorry for the Clippers, and I really want to see y'all bring home a championship to go to that new arena. Magic could help the Clippers win a championship. They'll definitely for sure win a title. Now that's definitely a long shot, and that's of course reaching. That's most likely will never happen. But with Magic Johnson, anything is possible. He showed you now. He can make it happen. Because this Dodger team, Lord knows, man, they ain't did nothing since 88. And this man turned around, which is crazy. 88 was also the time when the Showtime Lakers were still winning championships. They had just defeated the Detroit Pistons with the Bad Boys. Magic had went up against his best friend, Isaiah Thomas, right? Joe Dumars and John Sally. Around 88. And that was before Jordan got the Bulls over the top. And then that same year, the Dodgers had won a World Series in that same year. So, like I said, man, like it's funny how time passes around. But one thing's for sure, man, Magic has made LA once again the more dominant the more dominant city in America. They said Magic, we are the best city in America as of now. Because that's now 2 championships Los Angeles won. And I give Florida their credit. The state of Florida is trying to win at least a championship, right? The hockey team, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've already won a Stanley Cup. Jimmy Butler failed to bring them a championship. Eric Spoelstra tried to do it. The NBA team failed. And the LA Dodgers just defeated Tampa Bay Devil Rays. So Florida's trying to do it. Meanwhile, you got Tom Brady that's trying to win Tampa Bay a second Super Bowl. Right? He's trying to deliver a Super Bowl to the state of Florida through the Buccaneers. We'll see how far that goes. And I know I didn't do an NFL preview because of everything that's been going on, but I'm going to basically be reviewing it. I still got the magazine, so I might just do a review. I might just do a progress report because it's getting near that time anyway. Right? You know, I might do a tier list. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, so I just want to thank Magic Johnson for everything he's done for my Dodgers organization. Right? And shouts out to his Los Angeles Lakers. They're finally back on top. So yeah, man, like I just gotta give Magic Johnson his just due. The man is successful, man. He's a winner. He knows how to win. And that's just proof that if you have a person like Magic Johnson on your franchise, even your team can win. But see, the problem is everybody's not Magic. In the NBA, every vice president don't think like him. And this is why a lot of teams you never see win a championship. Right? The Clippers, for example, right? My basketball team. The main reason why the Clippers have never been successful because Donald Sterling was cheap. Donald Sterling didn't want to bring somebody like Magic in to try to help him fix the franchise. He was cheap on his money. That's why he gave Doc all that power because he was lazy. You don't want to hire Lawrence Frank and Mike Wayne like they have now. Okay? Same way with the team. Same way with the Sacramento Kings. Right? Vlade Divac, I think he got fired if I'm not mistaken. Right? It's a lot of teams like the Charlotte. Look at the Charlotte Hornets. Now, one thing I can say about Magic is a better owner than Michael Jordan. I'll give him that credit. As far as like drafting players, right, getting the right fit for your team, bringing in free agents, Magic is clearly far better than Jordan. Yeah, Jordan is a better basketball player than Magic Johnson by far, right? I give Jordan his credit. He's beaten Magic Johnson out, right? Magic won 5, but he was able to win 6. So Jordan, as far as NBA skill, he's better than Magic. But as far as like business mindset, accumulating revenue, like bringing a championship as an owner, oh no, Magic is the better owner by far. As far as ownership, let's say if Magic Johnson would have took over the Charlotte Hornets would have been in the finals by now. I'm just gonna keep it real. Don't get me wrong, I respect Jordan a lot. Lord knows I do. I grew up as a kid as a Jordan fan, but Magic got him beat in that department. If Magic Johnson was to become the owner of the Charlotte Hornets instead of Jordan, even when they were the Charlotte Bobcats, right? If Magic Johnson would have took over the Charlotte Bobcats then, Steven Jackson and Gerald Wallace would have already been to help their team got to the finals. Magic Johnson would have got those guys some help, right? Because they had DJ Augustine. He's had Emeka Okura. He's had Tyson Chandler. The Bobcats have had a team, but they didn't have the right coach. Magic would have got them the right coach in there, right? Magic would have brought in Mark Jackson instead of Mark Jackson going to the Warriors. He would have went to that Bobcats team, and Magic would have been the president like he did with the Lakers. Let's say if Jordan would decide to bring Magic in to be his vice president or GM, best believe the Charlotte Bobcats or the Hornets, they would have already been in the finals. Magic would have got the right draft picks. He would have made the right trades, and he would have brought somebody like a LeBron James in to change that franchise around. Again, Magic Johnson is capable of winning any team a title, or at least getting you there. Remember, it took Magic Johnson 2 World Series for this Dodger team to finally break through it and win. And I ain't lying. And it was an experiment for Magic. Magic experimented with this team, but he made it work. Look, again, this man turned the Dodgers completely around because the Dodgers was a laughingstock for years, right? Getting beat out by the rival, the San Francisco Giants. Watching a team like the Colorado Rockies make the World Series before us, like it's been a struggle, a real drought for 32 years. Even when we had Manny Ramirez, we still couldn't do anything. Right? Back in the days, even before this, we had Andre Ethier, Matt Kemp, D. Gordon. I feel sorry for those guys, right? Because they were part of the rebuilding process, but They just couldn't get the job done. Puig, we had to sacrifice him through a trade. We had to make a trade we didn't want to do, but it paid off. Magic is very good at decision making. That's why Magic Johnson is a multi-millionaire to this day. I'm not necessarily say he's at $1 billion, but he's pretty much up there. Like, Magic is pretty much set for the rest of his life. Magic's kids, his wife, his great-great-grandkids are all set for life. That man don't got to worry about nothing. So, yeah, I give Magic Johnson his credit. As far as between him and Jordan, Magic is the better owner. He's the better manager. But Jordan is the better player. Yeah, I'm just going to be flat out and say it. Because in the last 5 years, Magic has officially got three different franchises a championship. Dodgers, Lakers, and the Sparks. So that proves it right then and there. So if you want to be technical, Magic has like 7 rings, got like at least 8 rings. Yeah, the man got 8 rings. He got 8 championship rings. Yep, 5-time NBA champion. And then, like I said, he helped the Lakers win a championship, the Sparks, and the Dodgers. So that man got 8 rings as we speak. Oh, yeah, Magic definitely deserves a ring for this Lakers. He's technically still part of the organization. He's still an advisor. He's just not a president anymore. But, no, the man got 3 rings officially. Yeah, he's an 8-time champion. And 2 of the sports he's passionate about. And like Jordan, Magic Johnson grew up a baseball player too. See, that's the thing, man. Magic and Jordan are a lot alike. In many ways. They both played baseball when they was younger, and basketball was their primary sport. And Magic is a big dude. Magic Johnson could have played football if he really wanted to. He's 6'8". That man could have played in the NFL if he wanted to. He had the size, but no, basketball was his main thing. But again, anything Magic Johnson touches, it turns to gold. He's a winner. I give him that. And I'm happy to say I was alive to see him win championships. Yeah, I wasn't around to see him win in the 80s, right? But I was a baby when he lost to the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, and the Showtime era ended. But as far as this generation, this era, I could finally say Magic Johnson. I saw Magic Johnson through. He basically accomplished his mission: get the Lakers a championship, get them back on top, and make the Dodgers World Series champions again. He did that. Anyway, folks, that's the video, man. I hope y'all like, subscribe, comment if you feel like. You know what I'm saying? Comment what Magic Johnson memory you like. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.